Greetings, comrades. Welcome back to our glorious Soviet Republic. Hope you're having a wonderful day today. I have been working with the land over here near the coal mines, preparing it for a renewable energy hub, if you will. Just a row of wind turbines up on the hill, basically. Preparing it for that, you got to flatten it down, and you got to get it to where, you know, the roads will to work and everything for being able to maintain it. All these things are required, right? So I'm gonna kind of do one of these numbers and then kind of say, okay, from here we're gonna go about this far down, and then, you know, start holding our right mouse clicker here so that it slowly works its way down the mountain, right? I got some work to do on it to get it to where it's actually going to cooperate with me, and I would like it to slope down still. I don't want all the turbines to be like at the same elevation, so it's going to be a gradual step down with a road that comes down, probably connects around here. But it's a work in progress. It has to be, because it takes a long time to do that kind of stuff. I haven't done any more work over here, really. I mean, there's a very little bit left, and it's out of the way to like make more fields. So if I wanted to keep going on that, I can. But today, as you know from the last video, we are going to focus on this, because this is a problem. Right? Big problem right here. We're going to shut this road down, and we're going to force these cars to go another direction. Now that we have this roundabout fully set up and ready to rock, we can start directing traffic around this. So we can close this down, and it will force all these cars to come this way. And that's not great, admittedly, because this is one road. It's not too deep like that, and in hindsight, this stuff could have been closer, and then I could have had two roads, right? Could have done it, but didn't do it. Either way, this has to happen. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and say cancel road, probably about let's say here and here. Now we're not actually going to, hang on, let's try that. We're not actually going to demolish this, okay? The only reason for this is to dissuade cars from coming this direction, is all we're trying to do. Trying to get it to where they don't come this way. All right, so we're going to do the same thing over here. I'm just going to create like a couple of points, like here, here, and here. All right, and then we'll go in and cancel road from this point and this point. Again, we're not actually going to do it. We're just going to suspend that construction, and that is going to stop cars from coming this direction. It's effectively closing the road and forcing them to now detour around this. So we should have more traffic coming this direction. Now, what that will hopefully do is allow these guys to clear out of here. They're going to need to get out of here, and they're going to go a different direction. So maybe they come around this way as a detour, right? They start using these roads. But either way, they're not going to want to come this way anymore. They're going to want to come and go a different direction. And now these guys are very confused. All right, now the other thing I guess I have to do in this, because I apparently have people who already had a path and then they chose to go and do it differently, I'm going to have to do something like this to get them to be able to leave. That makes sense. And then we might get the same problem here if they don't start. They should turn, though. That was the reason why I chose that, is so they can turn. These guys will turn around as well. All right, so as we go to faster speed, we should, again, start to notice that not as many cars are going to come this way. That's the whole idea anyway. And then what I have to do is start eliminating a lot of these roads that we're not going to use anymore. So this slip lane needs to go, and this one needs to go. And what we want to do is we want to go ahead and make this slip lane. It's going to be hard to actually figure out where that is, isn't it? I need it to be the other direction. Actually, it may not matter. Once you tell it to be destroyed, it may not have the one way anymore, because construction crews aren't going to be able to get here. So there might be a reason to go like this. Yep. So that they can get in there. I think that makes sense. They can always they can grab it from this point here too. And then now all I want to do is from right here, from there to here, we'd eliminate that. And now there is no way for cars to get in here. We're going to clear the whole thing out, and then we can start tearing everything out, okay? So as soon as my demolition crews are done doing these types of things, we will have the room, I believe, right here to make a roundabout. It's going to be slightly off of where it is now. And so this road probably ends up curving a little bit sooner. We'll see how it goes. But if we can get that roundabout there, that'd be great. Now, of course, all of this is going to start getting jam-packed. There's going to be a lot more people through here. And I do wish they would be smart enough to take a different path instead of turning right here. And in fact, I think I can probably force it. I think I will force it. We're going to go like that. And this is going to force them to come all the way around and come back this way. And if they have to do that, then they might just choose to go around that way instead, you know, depending on where they're going. If they're already going this direction, then they might as well just continue. But that'll hopefully persuade them to stop just cutting this corner here. I'm hoping anyway. We will see. Might actually go in and make, let's go 1 is a yield and 6 is a right of way. There we go. That should really help, I think, speed things up a little bit there. All right, so this is a temporary thing until this part over here is completed. Now, I don't know why it's not. Are they not coming here, or there are probably not enough demolition offices? I don't have a proper demolition office, right? I've been dealing with the temporary ones this entire time. I'm almost 40,000 people, a city this big, and I have just the temporary demo offices, which, you know, we haven't really needed a whole lot of demolition because I've, in my opinion anyway, have been doing really well with planning up until this point. But there are going to need to be some changes as we grow, and that's just kind of how it goes. So if I go to demolition office, I don't have any more free ones available. So there's 7 around here somewhere already in use. And we could do like a large demolition office somewhere. It would actually fit. I think it might actually fit over here. Depending on where I put it. Yeah, I think it would fit. Yeah, it would. It would fit right in here. That's interesting. I could look at that, or just, you know, have it be over here somewhere. How about like right over here and with a road that goes this way, and then it's kind of like at that point centrally located between all things, and they can go wherever we need it to be at that point. So maybe there might be a merit to having it be like right here. Although having it on this side would be better, right? Probably like right here. We can look at having a large demolition office like right here. I think is a good place for it. I'll go ahead and get that set up, and then we'll also have it make a road, like a turnaround road right there too, that goes that way, so that if they're coming out and they need to go that direction, they can just get on it and go. It's a low traffic road, at least for now. It might be higher traffic in the future, but I mean, they're not going to be coming out of here all the time, so it's fine. All right, so now I just have to wait for these guys to get on the scene as they are, to break all the roads down. There we go. Yep. And I'll come back from the break when that's over with. Real quick though, let's just take a look at our chemical plants and stuff. There are 4 of them completely done, as well as the open storages. Very cool. We're gonna want to put this on all wood. Your only thing you have here is wood. And we have to get power routed in here. We have to get water routed through here. We have to get oil and stuff popped in and routed throughout here too. So there's still a lot to do. We're not able to like have this working just because the buildings are built. But, you know, they need to build them anyway. So I'm kind of giving them a few, you know, I'm giving them the basics first as far as their jobs to do. And we'll probably lay in the oil pipes and the water pipes and the sewage stuff in a minute here, once we know how everything else is working. So yeah, I think that turnaround has helped a lot. They're now forced to go all the way over here, and then they may choose to use that route. And you see they are. Some of them anyway are choosing to go that way, which is a really good thing. Yep. There we go. So that's going to alleviate the traffic on this part too. So if you have to go this way, then you will, but you'll choose to go this way otherwise. And I think that's the best play. We're actually quite good on traffic here while we're detouring this out. And then as soon as we've destroyed all this, we can go in and start destroying the other things too. So I can keep this. I'll go ahead and undo that, basically, you know, tell it to cancel the demolition on these, and then that will allow them to get in here and mess with this and break this road down when we're done with it. I want to start canceling the roads here in a second. I think probably we can go ahead and pull this road back. Now, the one thing I need to be careful of, because I do want this road to exist, so I can't pull it back too far, otherwise I won't be able to get it across again, right? That's kind of how the road tools work here. So maybe we just go a little bit like that, and then just a little bit more like here. Is that gonna be a fine? I think that'll be okay. That's as far as I can go, though, I believe. I can't railway crossings too. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna have to pull it all the way back, but you know, maybe there's a different place. Maybe we can cross here instead now, you know. Just have to find that spot where it'll let me cross into whatever the roundabout is in the future. You know, it might even be something where we just can't connect it on this side, but I would like to. It might even be here. You know, we might end up being there instead. You know, I could maybe get you guys to work on demolitions instead. In fact, you know, I think helicopters can participate in that, can't they? If I went over to the helipads, right? Can you be part of this? That's a missed opportunity. Huh? Have the helicopter construction office also work for deconstruction? That's a real shame. I think that would have been a good thing. Having another helicopter construction office would be kind of nice too, to have a lot more helicopters running around trying to do things. But since we're good on fuel now, there's really no reason not to. So I could maybe do that out here as well. It's just we wouldn't have a lot of fuel here, but I mean, I could, I guess, pipe it over here or just truck it over here or whatever. But or the alternatively, because it needs access to supplies, right? So like all the building supplies are over here. But alternatively, if I placed it over here, then I could pipe it in from this tank and have it draw off of this tank too. So having another one over here wouldn't be so bad. It steel's right there. They still have to go that way for all the wood and everything, but oh man, we have even more. God, man, these things wear out super fast. I mean, it has been 10 years. So I guess 10 years, it does make sense. We're gonna tap these, get them to get replaced. We got another truck over here. Police car needs to be replaced. Anything else I need to pay for here? Got one more here. What are you doing? Oh, you're already on your way out. Okay, you're just breaking down because that's what you're doing. You're just old now. All right, onwards to the scrapyard. Having another scrapyard out that way was also something that was said. And if I had space for that over there, and in a way where I could get workers there reliably, that'd be something I'd look into. But yeah. Anyway, so let's bring that out. And now with this done, we can go ahead and tear out all of this. So I want this road torn out, let's say from here to, let's say there. Can tear that out, right to there. Okay. And then from here out to about this far should be good. And this far right here should be good, right? Like that. Okay, now this is what I actually want torn out, right? So I want all of this stuff completely removed. This stuff I don't. So now I can go ahead and cancel the demolition on these and cancel this. And now cars still should not be using this because there's no reason to come this way. There's no end point for everybody. I suppose they could hit this and go that way, right? This is the natural detour. You take a detour, go around the dirt road, and then you pop out this side, right? That's how detours work. So we'll have more cars maybe using this, but now I can have all of this stuff torn down, and then we can start making our roundabout and hope that we can get it to work well. So far, though, like with all the detours and stuff, like the traffic is not really, you can especially see this at night. Night is the best time to look at your traffic system because you just see all these little, like, it's like fireflies, man. You just see all these little dots, all these little lights just moving around. You can see where they build up, like right here. This is the main, you know, the sort of, yeah, our main issue right here. Now, I don't think there's anybody that's going to be going around from that side. Not really. So I'm going to switch this up real quick and go like that to give these guys the right of way. And now they will choose to keep going. It is going to stop this. I have to watch that. But I want to get these guys out, get these guys moving right here. Some of them are going to just go around the whole thing. And then this is the part where everything starts getting locked down. So I will need to go back to the previous ways of doing things where if you're in the roundabout, you have the right of way immediately. Otherwise, it does get locked. But I just wanted to kind of push them through while we can. This is almost full again, so then we'll start being able to push it to the train. The train is just sitting here. I don't know why. Are you trying to unload? You are trying to unload oil here, yes? Are you full? No. Why are you not unloading the oil? I'm confused. Unload the oil. Yeah, what do you... Did you just get... Maybe you just got there. Maybe I just happened to look at it just at the time, right? It's possible. But then it's going to sit and wait till it's full with fuel, and it can't do that. So I think we'll just say don't wait until loaded. You'll make your way over to that stop. You'll unload what you have, and then you'll go get more oil. I think that's probably the problem. And then where's the track builders going by chance? You still have more work to do on this train track? Let's see. This long one here. Oh, you're so close. 99%. All the way out to here, right? You're getting real close. And then there's this tiny little patch. Yep, that's it, actually. It's just this tiny little patch right here. And then the rest of it as you bypass this. We have crops as well, in case you're curious. We have crops again. It is October, so that makes sense. They don't last the whole winter and spring, but we have them. City area, Savassi. Okay, so like we don't need heat here. We shouldn't have any workers here. I mean, I've never told this place to allow citizens as far as I know. So there's no workers here. I don't need to heat it, right? But we have this heating plant. We are bringing coal there. So assuming we had people here, they could walk to the heating plant, right? A lot of them can just get there, even with the dirt roads. We'd be able to... We need to get water in here as well. Let's take a look at that. So we're going to go over to our road depot. There should be a couple of water trucks added here. Yep. T815. So I purchased these in between videos. So that's... It's not just like whip this out of my head. Oh, I have 2 water trucks over there from like, you know, a month ago. No, I did this between videos. I know that I already knew it was going to happen. So I want you guys to go and grab water. Grab water from... I was thinking about, right, bringing a source of water over here. And I'm tempted to do that, right? We talked about that a little earlier. Right, taking this water pipe and bringing it all the way over with a pump here and to here, right? But the pump's not built yet. They didn't build that yet. Oh, sorry, the water tower is not built. Not really sure what's going on with that. I guess that's just a low priority for everybody. So we maybe get that happening. Yep. And then what I want this water to do is I want you to bring water from this part here. You're gonna load water, wait until loaded, and you can come over and drop it off here and unload it, right? And then you can wait till unloaded. That's fine too. And then what we'll do is we'll have this vehicle here have the exact same route, and then we'll space you out. Oh, we can't space that out. Is it just because it's water? Probably. They're both wait till loaded though. So they're going to head over here and they'll just sit here until this pump is built. And then, you know, as soon as it's built, we'll get water pumping in here and then it will go that way. And then we're going to be good to go because it looks like the pipes are completed. Yeah, they got the pipes done. So everything is done with this except for the water tower. And then we can start bringing water over to that side too. It's pretty good. It's very important having water over there. As far as septic goes, did we do anything with... I don't think I did anything with the sewage here either. And I'm not sure it's worthy of like setting up a proper sewage system per se. for this. You know, like we could have the septic tank, the sewage tank in the middle of town here. And that will just get all the buildings. And then, you know, we have that. But I'm wondering just if it's worth it to send a pipe, to build a massive pipe, and where it would go. I guess it would have to go over here. So that seems to be the play, I think. We're not going to have anything else. So it looks like it can go right here. This is the best spot for it. There's no additional buildings that need it. So it's going to be over here. As long as it reaches the heating plant. Indeed it will, from right here. And then we're good to go. I don't think I'm going to add any buildings there. I don't think I'll be adding anything there. I might add stuff here, which is why I'm biasing it towards this side. So plus it makes a shorter pipe. So why don't we go in and say right about, and it'd be nice to go on this side of the road. I can get it from here, but nah, we'll bring it over here like this. All right, right about this side. Yeah, there we go, right here. We'll build it there. That's a sewage pipe. And then the exit for that needs to be on this side. And I've gotten rid of the road, and I don't know if I remember if I did this or not, but I need to lower the terrain over here so that it's deeper near the shore. And if I can make it deeper near the shore like that, it should now allow me to place the discharge on this side somewhere. It's really picky, these discharges. You gotta have really deep water right next to the shore. You can't have it shallow. And it looks to me like I am just not able to do it. Okay. Need to go down even more. So we'll go with a lower terrain bit here. There we go. And then just get the terrain height to be the same. From center. There we go. That's got to be low enough. And then we just flatten that shoreline, man. As best as we can. And grab the discharge. There it is. All right, now I have to figure out. Yeah, that seems about right. We'll go about here with it. All right, and then this road, you can bring that road back, but then go, you know, a little bit quicker with it. So I'm gonna curve here. Curve like that. And connect it like this. That works for me. And then finally we get this little connection right there. Now I want to have, assuming this is higher than that, it should be, since this is, you know, sea level, we should be able to put in some switches nearby on this. So we'll put in, like, say, one, flip it over, two switches right here, spread out a little bit, like maybe here. And then we'll connect them up and go like that with it. And these switches for sewage, we'll just have this be big. That way it gives us flexibility. I don't think we'll ever need it, but they're very short, and so it works for making them flexible. It seems fine. We'll go ahead and cancel, yeah, this one. Or just postpone it, right? We'll let them build that one. And then that's the one we'll connect out this way. And what we could do, I suppose, if we've got the tool for measurement here. So our septic right here for sewage is at a little over 9 meters. This is all uphill, and we get downhill from about here. So if we're going to connect it, it needs to be down about here, unless we want to run a pump, and I don't. So that's how we're going to do it. So the sewage switch will be about, let's say, here. This is downhill, so that works for me. And then we'll have, let's go with a medium one here, just to be safe. Put the medium one all the way in like that. About as straight as I can go. You see how long this is and how expensive this is, and like how many people are going to be there, right? But we can have up to 80 people working in this building. So, I mean, it's not going to accumulate fast enough for me to need something expensive, but because it accumulates faster than a truck can handle, it might be worth it, right? Because it's got to go somewhere. And I could just do it like this and set it up for the future. So when I have my town over here, it can then pump into this, and everything is going to be fine. So this sewage switch, we can put another one over here too. Let's put it at like 5.5 or so. We'll make it. It's going to be in the way of any fields. I don't think that'll be in the way of the fields. If I go this way with a field, it'll be fine. Yeah, we'll be all right. I'm going to go here with it on this side. And then we'll just have that canceled for now. And then this one will be a big one because we'll probably tap into it with another one at some point. And we'll just have a big pipe go from here. I really don't think that's necessary, to be honest. And it should be on this one anyway. All right, tell you what. What's the... This is 12 over here, so it needs to be downhill. Yeah, has to do it. Okay. Well, in that case, we're going to go ahead and build this one then. So we'll pop it in on this side right here like that. I think that'll be fine. And then we'll build this one instead of this one. All right. Sounds good. So everything is going to be connected here, and we'll have helicopters and stuff work on this too. It's a good project for helicopters because it's mostly just raw materials. There's obviously some labor involved, but it's big projects, long distance. That's what helicopters are specialized with. Just doing big projects that are really far away. All right. So just need 11 more work days on that. And then some additional steel delivered. Do we have steel over here? We do indeed. Steel system's working. How's my what's this traffic jam? Yeah. We're fixing that. We're fixing that by building this and getting these other fields and stuff operational, which we're going to do. I haven't decided how this rail is going to be yet. Otherwise, I would be making these fields. Because this rail here, it either needs to cut that direction now, or it needs to come all the way across and then cut from this side. And it really just depends on where that other city's going to be, that other town's going to be. So there's going to be another population center over on this side of the map. And then all of this stuff just kind of works. We'll have crops from this side and this area here delivered to additional food factories, which will then provide all this food over here, as well as ship it around the Republic. And we'll have food being fed into Charlemagne's North from two different sources so that it's redundant, right? So if one goes down or we have problems with something, it's redundant in that the other one is doing it too, right? So the big population center here is going to be fed food from that side. Another reason why I haven't set up Charlemagne's North yet is because we're not making enough food. Yeah, and then we have traffic issues like this that I want to solve before we get too crazy into it. Yeah, this detour is not working out quite as well as I would have liked here. It's definitely not hitting very well here. Yeah, I mean, this is what happens when you shut down a major roadway, right? Things are just going to go do that. So this is nearly completed. They just need to reach the point where they have all of the demolition, all the different construction waste and stuff done. I can't speak right now. It's not good. All right. We're going to notice a little stutter in here. Yeah. People are in the next 20 minutes here in this video. We're going to be like, man, does he know English? Does he know how to speak? Yeah, it's getting bad, guys. I don't know. Maybe it's old age. Trains are starting to wait too long too. I'm not entirely sure what's causing that. I've been trying to investigate it. The only thing I can think of is like track builders down the line somewhere, but I haven't seen them really get in the way all that much. Like there's one here, and when I get it out of the way, stuff does start to clear up, but it's just yeah, they must be doing something down the line somewhere else. I'm not really sure where that is, but there's also a lot of trains going through here too. I need a bypass. I need something that lets steel get from here into here without going down this specific rail. And I think this is probably it, like coming through here. You know, we talked about that earlier, but you might notice like why are the train lines on and stuff? It's because I've been messing with this in the meantime while hanging out with that road, waiting for that to be done. And might have no gas. Okay, they got their fuel back. They've been refueling, and so I had to stop with the refueling. But this is what I do, man. While I'm waiting for construction projects to go, this is my life right here. And then maybe every once in a while we go to, you know, level things out with the bulldozers. I suppose I could just do that because, you know, we've got fuel in the bulldozers. So that's pretty good. But yeah, just waiting for those roads to finish so I can get that big traffic jam on that side and get that taken care of. And I'll put a stop to that right now. We'll just let that go. Oh, and then also over here as well, I've been trying to level this out a little bit here too. It's a little bit more of a gradual slope now to the point where I think I might be able to get a road. Yeah, without much trouble now, I can probably get a road all the way out this way. And ideally what I'd like to do is connect it a little bit steeper here and then have the road be maybe like right here. So if I was to go like this with the road, see how fast that goes if you do it with the road tool? It's very specific in the range and the area that it targets too. So then you can slightly move it and you'll get it to, you got to get it down to the right elevation first. There we go. Yeah, so about like that, and then just a slight move. It won't be perfect, but it'll kind of cover a wider area. And then I can go in after that point, and I just start doing the terrain smoothing from here to lower it a little bit, or I take the terrain leveling and I just kind of do this with it, you know, make like little tiny platforms where I can easily get my wind turbines to be through here. All right, make it bigger. I had like a stair steppy thing going on with it for a little while, but over time I'll get her all leveled out and we'll get a series of at least 6, but I want 12 wind turbines just going down this area between all these power poles. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to get, they're not going to be connected to the main grid. They're completely separate. And what we'll do is we'll start sending the power from here out into like a substation or a transformer over here, which then distributes that power around this area, which is consuming a lot of power. This area is consuming a lot of power, etc. Just trying to offset the electricity that we're using other places. Because 100% of our wind power will be used all the time. And then the other power plant, it simply gets used whenever there's insufficient wind. Only 31 work days left on that, and then we'll start having water brought out that way. All right, that garbage truck is done doing what it's doing. Now I've got lots of cars coming through here again, right? That was bound to happen. So we can once again close this off. I mean, I can do it also just by clicking here and getting rid of the road. That'll do it too, but I guess, yeah, there aren't that many cars, so I guess we're fine. All right, we're obviously going to want to do this during the day when you guys can actually see things. I haven't gone in and adjusted the darkness settings again yet. I haven't done that yet, so my bad. Okay, so I'm thinking as soon as it gets light out, I'll pause it just to save the light. We'll go in about like this, and then we'll go around about here. So it's real close. And this is the worry, though, is that if I make this really close to the rail on that side, then what happens is I won't be able to connect this because it's too close to that rail, right? So I have to basically just say, you know what? This road is this road, and we don't need it. I mean, I guess it's connected here, right? But then I don't want them to have to cross here to go there. I'm just going to have to move what I had planned here and move it somewhere else. Maybe I'll do it. There's a spot here for it. I don't know if it's really as convenient. It's not quite as close. I might be able to get away with it over here or here. I'll show you later. It's fine. So we're going to take this. We're going to say that this doesn't connect anymore. And this is going to be our roundabout for this side. Okay. And that connects there, and that connects there. That'll go up to connect here. Let's get rid of that. And then you can go that way, and then you are going to go that way. And then it'd be really nice, to be honest, to have a second road, at least to this point, so that cars are... Man, I can almost fit another road in here. If I get rid of this and move it back, I could do that. We could get another road in here. I'm sure it can work. It's just about, yeah. I got rid of this. These poles here would have to go too. They're in the way. And I won't be able to connect directly to this though because of the walking paths would have to be redone. Overall, this is still a big improvement on traffic. So I think this will still help us a great deal on being able to move people around through here. And then on this side, we can... Man, I was really hoping that that would work. What is in the way here? It says infrastructure, but what is it? Can I just do that? I think I'm going to get rid of this right here. I don't like how it's acting. So we'll just move that. And then this is too close to really give a slip lane. But I think the idea is I need another road that's going to allow this to go through so that I can have multiple cars stacked through here. I really think I need to move this. To make this work, I think this thing needs to be moved. And the question is where, though? Like right now, you're providing power to this building. And I guess I could move it over here. Maybe right here. I don't think it's really providing any power in this side that isn't already being provided by another thing, right? Yeah, you're covered on a lot of different places there. So are you. We have redundancy in most places, but is there any building that doesn't have any redundancy with power right now? I don't think so. Like, I don't think there's any building that this covers that is exclusively powered by that, is what I mean to say. There's at least something. The wind turbine it shouldn't count, though. That's really needed, so we do need to move it. So I think if I place this on this side, and you can't put anything here anyway, right? So we put it over here, let's say, like right here. And then we take this power line, which is already done underground now. So this is back up and running now. But we take this power line and we gut it, let's say, from this point all the way over, and we get rid of this. I want to do this. I want to do this right, you know. Make sure we do it right, and that's what this is. This is making sure we do it right. So I want to take this underground line from here, and we're gonna bring it, let's say, all the way to this point. Well, I mean, at this point, you might as well just go all underground, right? From the entire way. Yeah. So we'll go all the way to, let's say, here. For now. I can't connect it directly, so it's going to have to be... from there. I can't get too close to it because it's different elevations and I won't be able to come up fast enough, so... all right, so that line needs to be built, high priority. This one needs to be built, high priority. And I think this right here, we're good to submit and make sure our road crews are dedicated to this. So you guys are doing all of this. Helicopters are doing all of this. And let's make sure we get labor out here too. Why not? We can do that. Okay. I think that's going to solve our traffic problems, honestly. As soon as this is back up and running, this huge backup of traffic here, which is absolutely horrid. Why is this locked? Excuse me? How did that happen? That's not oh, I'm giving double roundabout? Wait. This is how it happened. 3 needs to be yield. That's why it happened. Yeah. That's why it happened. Okay. And then we need to get rid of some of these and everything will start working again. So we get rid of not anything that's loaded. You. Get rid of you. And something on the backside here as well. This has got stuff in it. That's got stuff in it. Let's put you back to home. We'll bring, let's say you got stuff in you. That might be enough, just those 2, to start getting things moving again. And then right here, for some reason, didn't get hit. Oh, that might be the issue. For some reason, that got messed up. So let's put that back in. And now we should see people stopping for people in the roundabout. Yeah, weird that didn't happen. Wonder what that's all about. All right, well, there we go. So now this is going to start moving again. As long as you give right away, like I said, been saying all series, as long as you give the right away to anyone who's in the roundabout, that will never happen. But I messed up that intersection right there. And I also gave right of way to both directions, which is also a problem. So now everything should start working again and smoothing it out. You guys should not be stopping, right? That's the other, like, you should be yielding. Maybe I can connect these 2. Is that a smart thing to do? Probably not. I think we'll just let that go. So this is really, really long right now. I think maybe we go back to having a 2-way here. Let them turn in here if they want to. Oh my goodness. All right, let me let this run a little bit longer. All right, so construction crews and deconstruction crews have had a little bit of time, excuse me, to get in there and get this stuff done. And I went ahead and prioritized the route that would allow cars to pass through this. And so we have it up and running just like we did before. And now we just need to make sure, I forgot to do this part. Need to make sure that we get these one-ways back in the way they're supposed to be. There we go. And then we're eventually going to need to go in and get rid of all these different waypoints. I want it because they don't look very good being here. So get rid of that one, that one, that one, that one, that one, and that one. All right, there we go. And if I can get rid of this, that'd be great because I don't need it. Probably not. There we go. I guess it did work. Wasn't sure if it would. I want to get rid of this one too, but for some reason it just won't let me remove that. Actually, this one makes more sense to be there. I'd like to move it back further though. Maybe I move them here and get rid of that one. Yeah. I just want to get rid of the waypoint itself, the little dot, but it won't work. Okay, so for on this side, it looks like we've got electrical pole underground poles. Sorry, underground cable is getting worked still, and this here has a little bit more time. It's 20% done or so, but we have enough room, I think, to make the bypass here that I want to make. So I don't want them to have to come into this if they don't need to. So we're gonna make this come around. There we go. And it's really not a whole lot of difference here, right? It's not that big of a bypass, but it's gonna allow them, hopefully, to get around. And I'd like this to go all the way out this way and then connect here. And the reason for that, well, maybe even go a little bit further if possible. The reason for that is I don't want vehicles that we need to, oh, come on, get in there. There's a spot here where it's flickering and it's not working. I don't want these guys right here to use this bypass. I want them to come this way, right? That way I'm kind of just reducing the number of cars that are going this direction and ending up on this road. So I'm hoping that by doing this, I can persuade these vehicles to use the roundabout to get around where they need to go, and then persuade these guys to go this way and just kind of get less traffic, I guess is what I mean to say, heading this direction. That'd be really nice. So I'd like to get in and do that, and it just doesn't quite want me to. We could... I could have this maybe continue on. It's like a single lane road, I guess. I could also connect it to the waypoint, to that little dot there too, maybe. Doesn't look like it wants to let me. I can do that though. Maybe that's the answer. That way they can go immediately to this side. I think that actually works fine. Although what might happen here by doing that is we're going to get these cars, these trucks. They're going to use this and then turn around here and go there. But I guess if that's what they want to do, then I guess I'll just let them do it. All right. So this is a pretty hefty little bypass lane. Gets them into this little spot here. And then maybe we could turn this into a light. In order to do that, I just need to make this asphalt. So we can bring that be asphalt maybe out to here. It's a little asphalt road there too. That's fine. There we go. Just get all the road crews and stuff to go ahead and do that too. And helicopters can participate. And everybody's in on it now. Yeah. But for the most part, this should return things to normal, provided I've done these correctly. So make sure, once again, if you're in the roundabout, you have the right of way. So if you're here, that's a pretty crazy intersection here, actually. I'm not entirely sure what I'm looking at. I think this is correct. I think. Oh, this isn't supposed to be happening either. So this needs to be the one way. They were still building this. That's why I didn't bother to do it yet. That's probably why that intersection's weird. So it should be something more like this. I think. 1 is a no. 2 is yes. 3 is yield. And 4 is, I guess, right of way 2. Yeah. And then over here, this looks more typical. There we go. And then over on this side, that looks better. Good. Yep, good. So this one's just odd, I think, because this is a 2-lane, right? We're not used to... Yeah, I probably should have bent this in to go head on here a little bit. So it's not such a sharp turn. But that's what I've got this here for, so they don't have to take a sharp turn most of the time. That guy's just like, I don't give a shit about your one-ways, dog. I'm just going to do what I need to do. Yeah, this needs to be altered. This isn't the right way here. We need to, I need to get rid of this part here, which is going to be a problem. Let's go ahead and block. We can block it by doing this. Just turn this into a one-way in that direction. Just real fast. All right, so we're going to do this a little bit differently. I've been letting it run just a little bit and trying to see how it all works. And I'd like to get this road right here. I've kind of decided to do it a different way. We're going to have this be a 4-lane road. All right, I'm going to just upgrade this. There's a couple of things that are going to be in my way, though. These walking paths here are going to be in my way, but they're not really being used at the moment because there's not really a whole lot of people parking here. So I can tear those down. Everybody who's coming in here is coming through this bus stop at the moment. So I think everything's going to be fine. So I'm going to go ahead and just remove this, maybe up to about here. I'm going to redo it eventually anyway. So we're going to go about here. We're going to get rid of all of this as well. All of this down to... Oh, we'll just pull it all the way down. That's fine. So all of the walking paths are getting removed. We also need to get rid of these poles because they're going to be in the way as well. And so temporarily we're going to be... I mean, it's going to end up being... The entire thing's going to end up being underground now. So that's just the way it goes. Technically, it's an upgrade. So we'll pull this back from here to here. That'll cut those lines. And then finally, I want to redirect these guys to come off of this road to there. And in so doing, I can now delete this road as well. And what we're going to do instead is we're going to come off about like this. I want a road. Maybe not starting there. Probably here. I want a road that connects there. And against my best judgment, I'm not going to make a roundabout here. It's going to be an intersection. We'll see how that goes. When am I going to learn? And it's going to go right there. Okay. So a road through here. And then I can't get through this because there's a building in the way. But if I hit F4 and get off of symmetry, I notice that this will let me go. That's what's got me excited about this. So I'm going to go like this. Like that. And that will work out great. Okay? So that's how we're going to play that. And then this can just connect And the roundabout, I could think it'd be right there. Can you let me go there? Oh, yep. Kind of like that. Doesn't look quite right, but I'll take it. All right, so that's going to be a road that we'll have made. And then we can still do the stupid thing here. We can still do this just to give them an extra path that goes around. And this is kind of important because there's actually another step to this that I'm trying to prepare for. So if I bring this down and make it kind of a 5-lane highway for a little while and then maybe get it to merge, I think like right in here. Yeah, we bring it right into that intersection instead. And the reason for doing that is because I don't want these guys, once I turn these into one-way roads, I don't want these guys to have to come through the roundabout to get to the supply. So I want these guys to have a direct route into this road, right? So we're going to give them, we're going to be able to do that. We're going to give them a direct route into this road. And I think I'll just do the 1-lane road. I don't think it's a huge deal, but we're going to give the 1-lane road the right of way. And because the only one is going to be leaving here at a time anyway. And so one of them will be going in, one of them will be going out. And I think that will be perfect. So this bypass just gets around all of these guys and gets right to this intersection and then goes. And then, you know, anyone who's coming from this side will end up being on this road anyway, and we'll still stop at the exact same node. So we're going to let them get on with these roads. And I think the video has gotten a bit long, so I'm probably going to wrap it up here. However, right before we do, I wanted to preview what's the next video. We have all 8 of our chemical plants done over here. And that's great, but they were nowhere near being done with this area because there's nothing going on underneath the ground. Above ground is done. Underground, not so much. So what we need to do now is we need to connect oil to the setup. We need to connect water, both for people to consume as well as industrial water, which needs to be directly piped into all 8 of these buildings. We need sewage, industrial sewage, both sewage for people as well as the industrial sewage. We need all of that wrapped up in a nice, pretty little bow. And chaos. Lots of pipe chaos underneath here. So we're going to call the next video Pipe Chaos. I think that's going to be fun. And then also there's walking paths that need to go under here too. There's a walking path there, there, and there. And probably going to add one more so that people on the bus can easily get to these locations. Because technically, people on the bus cannot get here or here since there's a factory connection in the way. So we're going to need another one that connects to these so that they can then go around for these. So basically, we're going to connect here. You know, we could just do 2. We could say 1 here and 1 here, and then we could just go there, 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 and there. That'd be fine. We don't really need this one to connect to that one. It depends on how the pipes are, honestly, because if the pipes are in the way, then we're going to have to go around them. But pipes take priority, I think. The pipes are more flexible, honestly. Maybe they shouldn't take priority. Yeah. Anyway, so we're going to do that. It looks like to me like there's also a problem getting asphalt here because they were able to do some of them, but not all of them. So let me just real quick check and see where that is. There's no bitumen. So because there's no bitumen, lots of gravel, but no bitumen means no asphalt. So I'm going to want that to continue construction on this, if we could, please. All right, we're going to continue that, and let's get that to be a high priority. We don't need that to be a high priority. We don't need that. It's fine. It's fine. And then over here, what I need to do is I need to get the bitumen that's being produced here, right? Currently full over here, which is great because that's our primary asphalt maker, but we need to get it over there faster than just a single truck moving back and forth. So we're going to use the same setup that we have to ship it to the border, and we're going to ship it to local first, right? Local always first. So to do that, we need to hook up bitumen to this fuel loader, and then the train can take it from here and go around this way, then come this direction, then get around, and then go out and deliver, right? That's how that train's supposed to go. The other way it can go can come back this way, I think. And then it will be able to turn here. And then eventually this is going to hook up with this extension here. It'll be able to come around. It will technically be able to come through here, but It's not the preferred way. The preferred way is going that way. So we're going to be able to do that. So to get that done, we're going to want to hook that up. And that's a fairly straightforward thing. We just don't have the infrastructure in place yet. So we have one more tap on this. We can bring it around, right, out to this area somewhere. And what we'll probably end up doing is popping on a pipe or a set of tanks, I guess, maybe right here. As long as this can connect to the road, it should be fine. Hook it up there to the road. And then, again, as long as it's not too far away. It's pretty far, but we have that improvement to pipe length, so hoping that just fits. Oh, right. It works. I saw it. It was green. For a brief moment, it was green. Oh, right. Yeah, let's go under a little bit. And then... Oh, yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. Barely, but it works right there. And then this will just connect straight to there. Perfect. Okay, so same thing as we did before, where we tell this thing, you know, priorities, right? So we're gonna have prioritization on that, and it'll just do what it needs to do from here. So yeah, from this it comes out and goes that way. Doesn't look like we're actually using priorities anymore, which is kind of interesting. I thought we were. So we should have priorities here as high. That one's now high. We should have medium. This should be high. Output 1 would be medium. And then that makes output 3 the low one. And output 3 is the one that we're using to sell the bitumen all the way out that way. Yeah. Okay, perfect. So that's how we're going to take care of that one. But next video is what we're going to focus on, is the pipe chaos over there. And then by then, maybe, I think I'll wait until after the winter to do that. Just because the winter is like one of those periods of time where I really want to pay attention. Okay. So I'll probably wait till after winter, but we've got this road being constructed. And once this is done, I think the traffic will be fairly fixed through here, provided that we can get all this stuff broken down and get it out of my way. Looks like they've already started demolishing a little bit here. And then actually, now that we have this road, they're actually preferring to use this because they get to stay on asphalt a little bit longer. So now I can just get rid of this road, pull that back. It's already looking much more bare in this area, yeah? So once they break all this stuff down, we'll get this road connected to here, and then this road can go straight into the roundabout, right? Actually, I think maybe from this road, we'll connect to here, and then maybe we'll just do a single lane road to connect to the roundabout, because this is already a two-way. I don't know how that's going to work. I probably have to reevaluate this one too. Maybe this road here ends up being the right way, and then this ends up being left. Yeah, we'll have to do something, but it'll work, all right? We're going to fix this problem for the future to where we never have to worry about it again. It's going to happen, okay? Thanks for watching, everybody. I do appreciate you. I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.